South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in this state at Florida Atlantic. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Landon Roberts.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field. Undercut.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
John Brown with the reception. What a year he had in 2019. Had his first 1,000-yard season since 2015 and had the most catches in his career as well with 72. A very dangerous target both downfield and in the short areas where he can make the catch and make people miss.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Bills' 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On play action, Allen. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the gun, it's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
They run here with Singletary, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Smallwood. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, here's Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
32-yard line.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. Rip left. 54.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
He's got a first down past the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
First down, Buffalo.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Dolphins 6.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 11 now. So the shotgun snap to Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Bills.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. Averaged nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
Allen off the play fake. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the turnover, it's Tua. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. So after the INT, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Bills ball carrier.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Miami
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Let's go, let's go. Come on, 38. Plus 49. You're not ready.
Now Tua. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
49 the mic, watch 49. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin to turn you up.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
51.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again, Allen. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Nick Needham picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the slant. 49
Tua going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
49, guys. Mike.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Taron Johnson.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable.
but the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Get the ball.
Now a give to Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 49. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, team. Let's get that ball. Lunch 49. Lunch 49. Nice, sweetheart.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Allen took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On 3rd down, Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries, but when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
On the handoff, this is Breida. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run again with Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Come on, boys. Come on.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield. To the 49.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a second down and 6. Here's Tua. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the own...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They run it with Breida. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Dolphins 22, Bills 7.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at the 40. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Nick Needham picks it off. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
On the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 12 yards there and a first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua, a give. This is Howard. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Nice play there by Ed Oliver. That's why he went 9th overall when he came out of Houston back in 2019.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Let's get it.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Tunga Vailoa on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This to make it a 3-score game late. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, you know, it wasn't a